Hey, everybody, it's Pastor Candace. How are you all doing today? Just wanted to bring you some footage as we are preparing for our wonderful Passover celebration. I hope that you are planning to attend, and I hope that you are planning to participate in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So I'm here right now. I'm going to remove the um, remove my background blur. And I want to show you where I am right now because, sometimes it's easier to show you than to tell you. So I want to just look at some of the bread items that we find in our grocery store today. So let's go there and there we are. So I am in the grocery store. If you can see my camera, I'm pointing at the bread aisles. We have all types of bread, keto friendly, got some bagels. We have all types of breads. I'm here in all these. This is one of my favorite artisan bread. We have all types of bread, as you can see. Okay. But during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we abstain from eating any bread with leaven. And what is leaven? Leaven is the ingredient that allows the bread to rise when you bake it. It is called yeast. Okay. It's simply called yeast. And what the Israelites did and what the Lord had commanded and mandated for Israel to remind them every year, an annual reminder to get the sin out of your life, get the sin out of your home. So there's this feast of unleavened bread that falls right in line with Passover. The first day of Passover is a celebration, day one, and you celebrate throughout all 7 days without sin. Can you imagine that? Celebrating, having a wonderful party without any sin? Well, that's what we're doing. And one of the ways that we remind ourselves about that is to actually do that without having any type of leaven or yeast or sin in our lives. So the Lord is telling us right now that we can have fun without sin. Okay, so let's look at some of the labels and let's see, if this bread indeed has yeast. These are some brochet buns. Okay, and let's look at the ingredients. And you can do this yourself when you go shopping because you don't want to purchase things, especially at this moment when we're about to share in this feast, and then have to get rid of it on the first day, day one, which is March 14th. Actually, on March 13th, I believe that's the day you're supposed to get rid of it. But let's look at here. Let's see. We do see it on the fourth row. I'm going to key into it. There it is right there. You see dried yeast. So this would not be okay during that 7 day celebration. That 7 day celebration is during, you know, the first day through the seventh day. And then we gather together on the first day. And then we gather together again on the seventh day. So let me look at some flatbread because sometimes the flatbread don't have the yeast. Let's look at this. This is called artisan flatbread. It's perfect for pizzas and appetizers. So let's look at the ingredients listed here. Let's see if we can see the ingredients. Okay. If you can see right there, 3 rows from the bottom, even though it's called flatbread, it has yeast. And so this also would not be any good, wouldn't be what we're looking for. Okay. Now, I know that wraps, sometimes these wrap breads are the ones that we're looking for. This one looks really tasty, sun-dried tomato bread. They even have these spinach and herb wraps. You can get these at Aldi. They're so delicious looking. I haven't had them myself, but let's check and see if we can use these. Okay, let's look. You help me see if you can find it. Does it say any yeast on here? Starting at the top, scaling down. I think this might be okay. I don't see anything saying yeast. Okay. So we just got to do our due diligence and just be a little bit patient. But as you can see, we can have fun. We can eat fun things like sun-dried tomato wraps and herb, spinach herb wraps. So we can have fun. We just can't sin. And so that's what the bread represents. The leavened bread, the bread with the yeast represents sin, because yeast rises and it spreads and it causes the sin to grow and grow throughout your home, throughout all of your family members. That's what it does. It causes sin to rise and bread to rise. But if we can use this analogy, like the Lord is, you know, showing us, there's an analogy with bread. If we just, you know, intentionally look for the bread that doesn't have the yeast, then we can be very successful during this feast and celebration of the unleavened bread. So I just wanted to bring that to you today. And there's also another thing I wanted to show you while I'm in the store. We can also use crackers. Okay, so you saw we can use the wrap bread, so you just have to do a little bit of due diligence and check it out. But I saw these wonderful crackers here, graham crackers. Everybody like graham crackers, right? Look at the graham crackers. The graham crackers, actually, when you look at the ingredients list on the graham crackers, you can see what? No yeast at all. But you still got to check. Why? Because look at these other crackers that we have here. These are turkey stuffing crackers. They look like they would be really tasty. They have some really good ingredients in there. It looks like they have rosemary on there. They look like they taste really well. And you would want to get these because they're crackers, but you still got to check the side, because as you can see, looking at these crackers, if you look, let's look a little closer. Let's see. I know the crackers have something it has rosemary extract. It has lactose, but look what it has right next to, like, 4 lines from the bottom. You see where it says yeast extract. Okay, yeast extract. So we don't want to get these, but the graham crackers are okay. All right. So thanks for taking a trip to the grocery store with me, and we can have fun and we can do it without sin. And let's everybody do that. Let's everybody be intentional about what goes into your mind, what goes into your spirit, what goes into your soul. So that means even being intentional about the things that we watch. I'm making about to disable my Facebook, social media, and you might want to do that too. you know, Even though we're staying away from symbolic sin, things that can come into our lives and grow and distract us from serving and celebrating a holy God, our Father, the one and only holy God, right? The one and only true God. Why don't we be intentional about ensuring that we watch the things that are going to our eyes, like He asked us to do. Watch the things that are going into our ears. Man, when you're walking around with these on, what is playing inside of there? What is going into your spirit and into your soul? What is going to be in your dreams at night because you've been meditating on it all day? Is it the word? Is it something uplifting and glorifying God? Or is it some other kind of music that puts you in a different mood? Or, or something that is very subtle, but it's impacting you just like sin does. Very subtly, it grows, it latches on, and it impacts you and others around you. So let's be intentional as we can, guys, and let's celebrate the Lord. Beautiful Passover celebration, Rain Church's second annual Passover celebration. We're going to have it on March 14th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. in person. We're going to gather together in person at the Via Fauna House, and then we're going to do it again on the 21st, like the Lord asked us to. Now, I'm not sure where we're going to do that. I wish that I had some ideas of what we can do. I mean, like a fun game of bowling or something that we don't have to spend money on. But, we just get together at somebody else's house, maybe. But, it's all open. That's what's the beauty of it, is that we get together and we get to spend time fellowshipping, having fun with the Lord's presence. That's what we want. We want his presence. Amen. So God bless you guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at church tomorrow. Bye. These aisles are getting bare. I wonder what that means. Probably nothing. Let's hope it doesn't mean anything.